Yo, what's going on, guys? It's the Master Gamer giving you a brand new video, and in this video we are breaking down the Ytrips offensive mini scheme running scheme to help you run for 200 yards a game. Crazy numbers. It's been a really good running scheme for the past 2 or 3 years now. I mean, you're running towards the numbers. It's a very just solid scheme that attacks a lot of defenses. To go with all the passes, it really puts everything together and it just makes it a really solid offense. And don't forget, guys, we're still running that giveaway for $200 on the channel. Very easy to enter. There's going to be a code somewhere in this video. Find that video, enter the link at mastergamer.com/code. And yeah, let's just get right into it. The first play we're going to be looking at is going to be stretch. It's been a very popular play for, a few years now. And it's not really going anywhere. It isn't as good as it was last year. However, it is still a very good play. The thing that you have to know about stretch is running away from the nickel on this play in particular is not very good against nickel, as you see. Obviously here in this example we almost scored a touchdown, but a lot of times those linebackers kind of scrape over, so it's not as good as it used to be against a defense like nickel blitz. As you see right here, this is one of the main meta defenses, so we're testing against this. And sometimes this linebacker's going to get out there, you're going to get contained from the corner. It's not bad, but just know that it's not the only run call that you're able to call anymore. You do have some more options to kind of add to it. Now, most of the time they won't be baselining, so that corner's going to be kind of lined up out here. And what that's going to do, it's actually going to give Michael Gallup, the receiver right there, the angle to actually block that corner. But if they baseline, he's actually going to be inside of him. So he's going to be closer to the running back, so it's going to be easier for him to get there and harder for him to block. But right here, he's going to be able to get stalwarted. I don't know if that's a word, but we're going with it. And as you can see, easy gain for a ton of yards. Again, the last thing that you really want to know about stretch is that you can run towards the nickel side with this run in particular. I don't exactly know why that is, but if you want to motion over a guy and flip the play, it does a very good job against nickel of running towards the nickel side. Now, Cole Beasley didn't block the nickel very well at all that play, but that's not really something that's going to happen all the time. It's one of the few runs that I'm okay running towards the nickel side. There's not a lot of them, and of course, Cole Beasley isn't really cooperating right now. We're gonna motion over Michael Gallup so we get a little bit of better run blocker there. And that's pretty much it with stretch. If you're gonna run it to the left, motion someone over. If you're gonna run it to the right, just be aware of that outside corner if they're in a cover two, because he could come shooting free if you don't have positioning from your outside receiver. Now, obviously that's complicated, but really, if you're gonna run it right, run it right. If you're gonna run it to the left, motion a guy over. That's all you gotta know. Now, moving on, the next run we have is halfback dive weak. We'll show you the play art right now. As you can see, the halfback dive weak, middle of the screen. It's a dive handoff, but to the left. Now, one thing that you do want to know with this dive, there's only one thing. If you have a righty quarterback, you want to flip it to the right. Now, I've said this before, and I'll say it again. You want to make sure, because my quarterback right now, Dak Prescott, is a righty quarterback, so he throws the ball with his right hand. You want to make sure the dive is going to that side. That's it. So a lot of people use Michael Vick and Mutt. Run it to the left, you don't even have to worry about it. But with a lot of righty quarterbacks, you want to make sure you're running it to the right because it's a lot faster. And that's all there really is to it. Dive's a dive. Just run straight and get the yards you need. There isn't really too much to break down with dive. It's really just get the yards. If they hold their blocks, you're golden. We've gotten 10 yards a pop every single run. It's not going anywhere. And that's kind of what you're going to see if they get sheds. Sheds are going to happen. It's Madden. It's part of the game. So I wouldn't get discouraged by sheds unless your blockers just aren't that good. Moving on, we have one more final run. Now this run is going to be the halfback power O. Now, it's only going to work against certain defenses, so I'm going to be very clear about that right now. It's only going to do well against pinch line defenses like this, where everybody's kind of in the box, so it's very easy to seal off the edge from the inside out. I know that sounds complicated. Just know, if their two D linemen are around or about inside the tackles, you're good. And you only want to run this to the number side. Unlike stretch, you don't want to run to the nickel side. I mean, we could try it right here for you, but it's not going to look pretty. Because, yeah, it's just not as good. You can try it. I don't recommend it. Now, we're going to show you what this looks like in action. You really just need to follow your pulling guard. As you can see right there, we let him set his block, and we're able to pick up an easy 10 yards. Now again, this run isn't great against everything. This is one of those runs where you try against their defense early in the game, you see if it does well, and if it keeps doing well, you keep calling it. But if not, you kind of just go back to your other bread and butter runs. Like right there, somebody shot the gap. I mean, there's nothing you can really do with that. You kind of just, sometimes your guard bugs out, and that's why it's not my favorite run in the entire set. However, it is definitely an option to kind of mix up based off what your opponent's doing. That was actually a byproduct of the corner lined up inside again. It just because of ease of setting up the defense, that's what's happening. But normally he's gonna be like lined up out there, so it's not really that big of a deal. Again, as you can see, just follow your guard, and he didn't get blocked again. Awesome, love when that happens. The thing I've realized about YouTube is that when you need to show something working, the second you need it to work, it doesn't work anymore. So, as you can see, one of the bigger challenges to running this run is that you need to follow your guard. You absolutely have to make sure you're behind the guard because your guard is going to steal that linebacker to let you get to the next level. It's not easy, it takes patience, but just like that, boom, 10 yards. It's definitely more of a high level run. I don't recommend just calling this to call this because you see it in the video. Call it because you can trust it, you're getting better at it. Again, follow your guards. That's a block shed. You can't do anything about that, but we had a wide open hole for another 10 yards easy. And that's before you run into some people. You just start trucking, you start juking. I'm not doing any of that right now. And just follow your guard. Boom. It looks easier than it is, but I'm telling you, you got to be very patient when you're calling this run. And by the way, let's just not forget, if you have a fast guard there with lead the way or impact block, lead block even, he's going to be doing a lot better of a job. This is, I think, yeah, this is Xavier Suafilo. This isn't like one of the all pros on the Dallas offensive line. So that's probably a few reasons why that you're not hitting as many blocks. We just got another one of those pancake make a tackle blocks right there, which is always unfortunate to see happen when you get somebody's blocked so well that they actually end up making the tackle. It's not something you like to see, but you know, it does happen. So again, don't get discouraged by that. Just keep on moving, move on to the next play. I mean, yeah, that's pretty much all there is to it. As you can see, again, following blocks, and here we score a touchdown. Just like that. Boom. Alright guys, hope this video helped you out. It's been the Master Gamer, and I'm out. Hey, what's going on guys? It's the Master Gamer here. Tell you about a giveaway we're running on the channel up until January 8th. It's going to be for $100 Xbox and PS4. All you got to do is look on all my videos, and 1 to 2 videos per week we're going to have a special code hidden inside the video. Enter that code on this link here. It's going to be mastergamer.com/code. That's all you got to do to enter. It'll be ending on January 8th, the date of the CW Madden Classic Special.